Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS to rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there fighting, doing his work with truth and sincerity. Back again with another lesson. The Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that are listening and watching these videos. It's a quick lesson when to get into through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai, is dealing with Lot and his family when they was in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah, and how the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Abashad through the angel told Lot to leave this city and not to look back. And if you was to stay in this city, you was going to get swept away. Okay, I was watching GMS Arkansas, the brother preacher called, and brothers have had me rolling through the spirit, man, how he was saying the angel was grabbing Lot by his coat and just pulling him, like, yo, man, you lingering, you playing game. The Most High about to come and destroy this place. So I, through the spirit was like, man, that's for real. So the same thing goes to living in this place. This place is spiritually known as spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. Okay, so everything is spiritual in this place. So when you start at Genesis 19, it said, there came two angels to Sodom at even during the evening time, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And it's the same thing for us in this truth, and you believers just coming to this thing, man. You shouldn't want to hesitate to come and serve Yahweh Bashim Shai, especially once you have an inkling of an understanding of what's going on, man. Spiritually, the names Yahweh Bashim Shai, your heritage and prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Don't hesitate when it comes to this thing. Do whatever the spirit would allow you to do, whatever your lot may be. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High is about to come and destroy this place. This place is no different than any ancient world that's been destroyed before. This is no different. This place will get touched by Yahweh, by Shema Shai, and the holy angels, man. So the premise of that, when Lot was in Sodom and the angels came to Lot, and he said, behold, now my Lord, turn in, I pray you, unto your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night, because they was coming to survey and see what was going on out here, man. They know it was wickedness. They was looking around like, okay, yep, you know what? Then they made a report. They went back and report to Yahweh about Shema Shai, man. He sent them, you see what I'm saying? So that's the same thing that's happened. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him and entered into his house and made them a feast, and did break unleavened bread, and they did eat. So that's what Lot was inviting them into his home. So then he said, verse 15, just to set the premise up. And when the morning arose, then the angels hasted Lot, saying, arise, take thy wife and thy two daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. Remember, they said they was going to abide in the street all night, so they could see the wickedness, and see the iniquity, and see the idolatry, and see the witchcraft, and see the magic, and everything that's contrary to the scriptures. They was out in the streets to see these things. So they rose up the next morning in verse 15. The angels, so basically the angels became insistent, like, hurry, man. And they told Lot to take his family and get out of here before they be swept away in the destruction of that city. And while he lingered, and that's why I got the word linger here, to stay in a place longer than necessary because of reluctant to leave. So as the angels were telling Lot, and Lot was like, man, think about it. You stand in a place longer than necessary. So it's about to come in your home. Man, the Lord come in your home. All chaos is breaking down out here in the street. Like, you see shit here and gunshots and babies crying and people dying and, just total chaos. You see it, but it's about an angel come to your door and knock on your door and tell you, hey, such and such, it's time to go. Get out of the city or you will be consumed away. And you kind of, depending on what are you doing, you might be asleep, waking up, being groggy or whatever the case, but you might be thinking about grabbing something and you lingering around and you like, man, shit, And where's that hat that I had, or where my jacket? But everything is going around, falling down around you. So linger to stay in a place longer than necessary because of a reluctance to leave. So verse 16, Genesis 19:16, while Lot lingered, the man laid hold upon his hand, the man laid hold upon his hand and upon the hand of his wife and upon the hand of his two daughters, the Lord being merciful unto him. And they brought him forth and set him without the city. So they basically grabbed him up. You lingering around, you hesitating. It said lingered, and a linger means you stand in a place very long than necessary because you were having reluctance to leave, and you see destruction is going on. You've been given instructions. It's like, man, you better get up out of here if you get your ass swept away with this destruction of the Lord. Trust me, whatever you about to leave or whatever you think you're looking for, it ain't gonna compare to the anger of the Lord. So they took them out the city. You know, so Lot was hesitating, man, and the angel just seized him. Like, man, you don't bring your ass on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's us now. Do what the lot that you're in for this work and this ministry, and be alert and watch and pray always, so we'll know, Lord willing, for those who have to, because it's gonna come a time we're gonna have to be thrown at the mercy of the wilderness, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit you gotta get, if you can vision that, you gotta be thrown at the mercy of the wilderness. It's nighttime, the animals see you, but you can't see them. You hearing things, but the things that you hear, they seeing you. You know what I'm saying? You see eyes glowing in the back and shit. You're like, man, but you can't stay in the city or you will be destroyed or swept away from the destruction of the Lord. And it came to pass when they had brought them forth abroad, then he said, escape for thy life, look not behind thee. See, when you come into this truth, don't worry about, yeah, you reminisce. Well, you don't reminisce. You might bring up something that happened in the past, in your past life in the world, to make you be like, damn, the Lord was with me at that time or during that time, or the Lord was with me. You know what I'm saying? So don't look back even when you come into the truth of you trying to make it in this world, trying to have a future, trying to have generational wealth. When you come into the truth, you looking back, you be like, damn, I think you know what? I think I need to go find myself. No, you found yourself when you come into this knowledge, when the Most High, through the Spirit of Yahweh Basham Shai, brought you into this. That's when you became a new man. That's when you knew life. That's when you start to live. It came to pass when they had brought them forth abroad that he said, escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain, escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. So imagine, man, they to know the spirit of power. The minute of the Lord telling you through the spirit of power, Yahweh Basham Shai, that look, you got to get the hell up out of here. You hesitating, you lingering, and we just grab you up and just toss you and your wife and your kids, just grab y'all up, throw y'all in the truck, and we drive to the wilderness or something. And we got to be at the mercy of that. Imagine that, man. That's crazy, man. That's why when the brother was doing the video, I was like, man, bro. You know? And Allah said unto them, oh no, oh not so, my Lord. Behold, now thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life, and I cannot escape to the mountains, lest some evil take me and I die. Because you throwing yourself at the mercy of it. You don't know what's out there, man. You have to really have faith. And that's why this is not nothing to play with. This is solely not nothing to play with. You know? Behold, now the city is near to flee into it like a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. It is not a little one, and my soul. And he said, is it not a little one, and my soul shall live? And he said unto him, see, I have accepted thee concerning this thing, that I will not overthrow this city for which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till you become thither. Therefore the name of the city was called Zor. Then the sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered to Zor. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstones and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and the inhabitants of the city and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him because she still had ties to the city, so to speak. They weren't just living in poverty. They probably had nice house, crib, jewels, eating good, Clothes are good on you, sandals on your feet, hair pressed up, looking nice, you know what I'm saying? All your fine ornaments and things like that. So she didn't want to leave that behind, which means what? She didn't have any faith. So when the minute the Lord is telling you, man, to get your butt up and leave, you can't be concerned about your woman, man. The Lord will put a spirit upon us different than what we're experiencing now. You see? Because it said go from glory to glory. And you worried about your woman in the day, you're not going to have time to sit there and negotiate. Well, I want to go south. Well, I think we should go this way. Well, I want to go back to my auntie house. Fuck all that, man. Lot wife got turned to a pillar of salt. That should answer your question. It's going to be zero tolerance in these times to come, man. So get your mind geared towards these things, man. You're not going to have time to be negotiating with no broad about nothing. When you can't eat and hell breaking loose, you got to go out here and get food to bring back to your family and this, then the third. Either she go put up or shut up. Get down or lay down, period, man. No in between. There's no gray areas dealing with Yahweh about Shema Bashar, man. So just to do this lesson to put you in the mindset of we might have to be thrown at the mercy of the wilderness, man. And you bras out there, man, you better learn how to keep your mouth shut. If you can cooperate and take accountability, then you might be all right, man. Especially if you were the man of the Lord. Well, nobody want to hear you talking all the time in your opinion, man. That don't have shit to do. You just a servant anyways, man. Play your role. Your role is a beautiful role, man. Shit, play a role and just, you know what I'm saying? Because the only time you bras go get in line is when total fear come upon your ass, man. So you bone stone head chicken heads out there, man. You so full of your pride is like a fucking stone, man. And I've listened to Elder Menachizak and other apostles and elders out there, man. GMS on air, Shalom, you brothers, all the Akim, beginning with the apostles and elders and the men on down. Shalom out there to you Akim, man, you fellow soldiers, man. The apostles and elders and the men on down. Look, it's going to be zero tolerance in that day. You're not going to have time to be trying to argue and have beef with, with a faithless creature. It doesn't make sense, man. You're going to have to just keep pushing forward, man. So that was just a quick lesson, man. I was listening, like I say, to the brother. I was like the brother you called out there in Arkansas, Jim in Arkansas, Shalom, you too, brother. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, man, Lot put hands on, like, look, man, y'all don't get y'all ass up out of here, man, before you get swept away in this destruction from the Lord. You don't want to be caught up in that. So, Lord, what is spiritual, man? We keep pushing these videos, keep studying, praying, doing what we have to do, and not to look back and thinking that you about to forget something or, you about to leave something out of this life. You want to go back to the world to pursue a career. If you don't see now, man, there's no middle class. You can sue a career. You want to sue a career, but you got the whole future ahead of you. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which called the kingdom of heaven. With that, I hope it was edifying. Until the next time, I should say, Shalom.